Hey guys, and welcome to yet another episode of What's the Tea. Before I get into it though, can we please talk about the hat I got on today, okay? It's truly giving me Thelma from Scooby-Doo. But anyway, today was picture day at our school, and I am the sponsor of the drama club here. Hence our show, Day Slippin' High, that I've been talking about. And so we had to take our pictures for the yearbook today. So I thought I'd change it up a little bit because I just wanted to do something a little different. Yes. When I was trying to come up with what I wanted to talk about this week, I was really stuck because there are just so many things that you could talk about when it comes to the field of education. I thought, why not just cover whether you want to be a teacher or not? In today's vlog, I just want to talk about some things that you should consider if you are thinking about becoming a teacher. Check it out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition, liftoff.
Okay, so before I get started and go into everything, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. I am a high school drama teacher. I also have taught SPED. I have also taught algebra and geometry. I taught middle school reading and math. I also taught elementary grades 2, 3, 5. And I don't know if 6th grade is considered elementary or middle school now. They just changing academies, whatever. It's something. I have one son, his name is Zachary, and I recently got married. Yes, I am a newlywed. I got married in November of 2017, and it's new, it's exciting, I'm just happy. So now let's get into this whole teaching thing. There are some things that you really need to consider before you say yes to the yes to the career, because there are a lot of things that you have to deal with that you are not going to want to deal with as an educator, but if it's something that you love to do, you'll put up with it. First, let's just talk about the pay. You are definitely not getting paid the amount that you should be getting paid as an educator. You're not, and you're not going to. The salary is never going to match up with the job description in this career field. It's just not. And you're going to be spending your own money because unfortunately, resources are just not available to teachers either. You see a roach? Wait. Oh, fudge. I ain't got time. You better get a shoe. No, for real, Janiyah, get a shoe. Here, take my shoe because I'm not. It's the See, that's what I'm talking about. I don't like bugs. I don't do bugs. And that bug was big. I done forgot completely what I was talking about. Some school systems will reimburse you or give you a budget for the money you spend for the materials that you need in your classroom, but a lot of them do not. So again, money is a big thing with teaching. You don't get a lot, but you spend a lot. Secondly, I've been doing this for 16 years, and I've been doing it for 16 years because I love working with children. I love working with children. I love seeing their growth. I love seeing them blossom into what's to become our future. I love it. I love being a part of that process and a part of their lives, watching them grow into young adults, especially when they come back and they've been gone for a couple of years and they either finished college or they've started a family or they started a career. They come back to let you know how they're doing and that everything's okay or that they're soaring or that they've had challenges. I love it. I love being a part of that piece. I only have one child, and that's not to say that I don't want to have more. I do actually want to have more children. It's just I also feel like I have 286 children already, because being a teacher, you are not just a teacher. You end up being a parent, you end up being an auntie, an uncle, a big sister, a cousin, a counselor. You play a lot of roles. You have to put on a lot of hats when you're working with these kids, because again, they come in with so many issues that they have to deal with on the outside world that they lean on you. You're the adult that's around them for 8 hours a day, and they need you. If you are new, my biggest advice is that you don't give up. Don't give up. Do not let this job stress you out. Know when you need to take a time out, and it's okay to have a time out. There may be some time where you feel like, look, I just cannot go in today. I am just worn out and I need a mental break. and you need to take it. Recognize when you need a break and take it. I know a lot of people try to have 100% attendance, but if you really think about the stresses of your job, you're going to take off a day or two. And that is okay. There is nothing wrong with you taking a day for yourself, because then you can come back refreshed and be a better teacher. Another thing, this is not a 9-to-5 job. It's not. You come to work on time, you never leave on time. You're always staying after to either 1, help a student, 2, work on your lesson plans, 3, making copies because the copy machine is now free. You're gonna stay after school. And if you don't want to have to stay after school, then you're gonna have to go to school earlier just to get everything that you need to get done for your workday. You cannot be a teacher and think that you're able to come in and be to work at 7:50 and roll out at 3:10 with the kids. It's just not gonna happen, because there's just so much that you need to do and get done, especially if you don't wanna do any of that work at home. And if you do wanna leave, because some days I do wanna roll out as soon as the bell rings, I know that my day is still not done, because when I get home, I'm gonna have to do work. Sometimes I'd rather do that work at home than to stay in the school. And then sometimes I know I need to stay at work, because if I go home, I'm not finna get it done. So it weighs, it balances. You have to do what's best for you as an educator. You're gonna have to be resourceful. You're gonna have to go out and find resources that you need, because they are not gonna come to you. If you're a new teacher going into a new building, bless God if there's somebody in that building that steps up to help you. But sometimes if you are anything like me, you thrown to the wolves. Go ahead, here's your classroom, here's your keys, good luck. And that's it. That doesn't always work for everyone, but sometimes it's actually what makes you a better teacher, being thrown in there, because then you're really fighting and working hard to figure out, how can I do this, how can I get it done, and how can I get it done right? How can my students walk out of this classroom learning something and me feeling good that I taught them something? There's gonna come a time where you have to address issues and you're looking for somebody and you're looking for help and you can't find anybody, but you're gonna have to go out and find your own stuff. I had to do a lot of that when I started teaching. I started teaching in Baltimore City, and I felt like teaching in Baltimore City prepared me for any county that I was going to teach in after that, because when I joined it, we were really heavy with gang issues and I was thrown to the wolves. I didn't have a mentor teacher, someone in the classroom helping me. I went out and I asked the teacher who had been teaching for years if she could mentor me, because I needed help. I was new at this and I just didn't know what to do. And in the end, we built a wonderful relationship, And not only did she teach me some things, I taught her some things, and it was just great. And that is what you need to look for when you start in a school. You need to look for somebody that you can consider your mentor, that you can lean on when you have questions, when you don't understand something. If you're in a staff meeting and somebody says something that you ain't trying to hear and you want to make sense of it, that mentor is there. You can go and talk to them. They could be that earpiece that you need when you're trying to get some thoughts out, okay? Or if you're trying to be creative. Since they've been there a while, they know how things work. They know how things run, especially in that school, and they can help you out. So definitely look for a mentor. Look for somebody in the building that can be your resource. Don't just stand there like Boo Boo the fool, not knowing what to do. Because see, there goes the bug again. I was not gonna be freaking out because that daggone bug think it got control of my room. It don't got control. This is my room and I don't like bugs. Again, if you're contemplating or wondering if you should be a teacher, or if you're a new teacher and you're wondering if you should stay in this career, it's really up to you. It's up to whether you want to deal with these things that you have to deal with as an educator. There are a lot of headaches. You have to deal with children who are rude and disrespectful and they're not your child. That is always a headache for me. That's always been an issue for me, like you being rude and disrespectful, but you're not my child. So that doesn't mean I have to stand here and take it. Please, please, please subscribe. Make sure that you check out my other videos. I have one on classroom management, one on technology tools, and I also have a web series that I shoot here at my high school called They Slippin' High, which consists of the kids in my drama club. So you can always check that out too. Thanks for watching. Peace. And you have to deal with bugs. No, for real, Janiyah, get a shoe.
Oh no.
Here, take my shoe, because I'm not